Hello, in this video we're going to show you how to add a purchase invoice or an expense to your QuickBooks online account. So here we are in the dashboard. I'm just going to move over to the left hand side menu and click on expenses, and then click on expenses again just to get through to the screen that we need to be in to add a new transaction. As you can see, there's a new transaction button at the right hand side. So if we click on that, we're then presented with a couple of options, or a few options rather, and the one that we're interested in for this video is a bill. So think of a bill as a purchase invoice that you would receive from your supplier. They've asked for payment, there might be credit terms on there, or they might be demanding the payment straight away, but the bill is the one that we're interested in for the purpose of this video. So if we click on bill, that then takes us through to a screen that's just asking for some information about what appears on this bill or this purchase invoice that you've received from your supplier. So first off, it's asking who has sent you this invoice. So I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to choose Mr. L supplier. What that then does is it goes and grabs some information from your existing records in QuickBooks, so you can see that it's brought in the supplier's address, the physical address, and had we already entered some payment terms from this supplier, it would have populated this window as well. In this demo account, we haven't populated that yet, so I'm just going to choose from the options here, and I'm going to say these guys have given us 30 days credit. It then wants to know when the invoice was received, so I'm going to say the invoice was actually received on the 25th of August. It will then work out 30 days from that date, and then when you get close to that date, QuickBooks will then start prompting you, start giving you the information, the indication that this invoice is now due for payment. So the second half of the invoice then is what we actually bought from these suppliers. So the first bit here is the account. So this is the nominal, the expense category, that part of the information of the invoice. So I'm going to say that this supplier we buy stationery from. So if I start typing stationery, it will bring up all my nominals, my expense list that's got the word stationery in, and I'm just going to choose this one right here. I'm then going to provide a little bit of information about what was on the purchase invoice or bill, just so that when we look at this in QuickBooks, we don't have to actually go back to the physical invoice, the paper record, just to find out what was on there. We can just use QuickBooks as our main source of information, our primary source of information. So from here, I'm just going to say we bought some paper. And how much we bought it for? Let's say we paid $49.99. And this supplier, again, if we'd have filled this information in correctly, it would default to whatever VAT rate we said that this supplier offers goods at, but we're just going to tell it at this point that it was 20% standard. So that's just added 20% onto the net rate there, £10. And then all we have to do is click Save and New. I don't want to enter another invoice after this, so I'm just going to choose this little menu option here and click Save and Close. And what that does is it'll enter that information on QuickBooks and then not ask you to start entering another one. It's pretty much done. So, hope that's helped, guys, and hope to see you in the next one. Thanks.